The UN Independent International Commission of Inquiry on the Occupied Palestinian Territory, including East Jerusalem, and Israel is a body established by the UN Human Rights Council to investigate the human rights situation in the region. The commission was created in May 2021, following a special session on the grave human rights situation in the occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem. The Commission has a broad mandate to examine all alleged violations of international humanitarian law and international human rights law by both Israel and Palestinian armed groups, as well as the underlying root causes of recurrent tensions, instability, and protraction of conflict. One of the main findings of the Commission is that the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territory is unlawful under international law due to its permanence and the Israeli government's de facto annexation policies. The Commission noted that Israel has been occupying Palestinian territory since 1967 and has implemented various measures that amount to annexation, such as settlement construction and expansion, land confiscation, demographic manipulation, legal discrimination, and denial of self-determination. The Commission also stated that Israel's occupation and annexation violate the Palestinians' collective and individual rights, including their right to self-determination, sovereignty, equality, dignity, freedom of movement, access to natural resources, and protection from displacement. The Commission stressed that ending the occupation and discrimination against Palestinians is essential to stopping the conflict and halting the persistent cycle of violence. It also highlighted that a culture of impunity prevails among both parties, which fuels resentment and frustration among the victims and encourages further violations. The Commission urged both Israel and Palestinian armed groups to respect their obligations under international law and to ensure accountability for their actions. It also called on the international community to take concrete steps to support a just and lasting solution to the conflict based on international law and human rights. The Israeli settlement enterprise is the engine of the occupation and responsible for a wide range of human rights violations against the Palestinian people, such as land confiscation, severe restrictions on freedom of movement, and racial and ethnic discrimination. For decades, Israel has been building and expanding Jewish settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, territories that it occupied in 1967 and that the Palestinians claimed for their future state. These settlements are illegal under international law, as they violate the Fourth Geneva Convention, which prohibits an occupying power from transferring its own civilian population into occupied territory. According to a recent report by the UN Human Rights Office, there are 112 business entities that have been involved in activities related to the settlements, such as supplying equipment and materials for their construction and expansion, providing services and utilities for their maintenance and existence, and facilitating their access and integration with Israel. These businesses contribute to the entrenchment of the occupation and the de facto annexation of Palestinian land by Israel. The settlement enterprise also has devastating consequences for the human rights of the Palestinians living under occupation.